semifinals of the Washington Schoolgirls Lacrosse Association presented here on STSPN. It's Eastside Catholic in Issaquah, live from the Starfire Sports Stadium in Tukwila, Washington. Scott Oshman joined with Emily Durbin. We have got a fast and furious matchup here tonight, Emily Durbin. These players, these kids, these coaches, they like it fast. They want to score a lot of goals with aggressive physical play.
I think it's going to be a real fun matchup. We're going to see who can knock the mustard off the hot dog here tonight. Who's going to go down and just take it to the other team and keep it going.
Where's my bell? Eastside Catholic coming in 7-0 in the independent division. Again, very new setup for the divisions in the state of Washington. 12-2 overall, losing to, they are in the championship. They punched their ticket to Bainbridge Island. They lost to them 19-16. And also the loss against the Issaquah team they're facing tonight, 13-5. Issaquah coming out of Snoqualmie division, 5-0, 12-1 overall. Their only loss, well, they share one, also with Bainbridge Island, 17-7. So a great matchup tonight, Emily, with some tremendous athletes and some kids that you're going to watch tonight if you like high-level great lacrosse or going on to play big-time D1 lacrosse at the next level.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing Carleen Riley. She's got 54 goals on the year and 46 draw controls. Let's see what she can do right off the top here. Conversely, on the other side, she's going to go against Nicole Victory. She's got 75 goals and 46 assists with 74 draw controls. So we got some big numbers that these kids are putting up.
See them in the draw circle, and Eastside Catholic there in the orange and the navy. Issaquah in the white and black. Number 23 for Eastside Catholic, that is Carlin Riley, 46 draw controls against Julia Hepperly, 48 draws on the season to go with 51 goals. So here we go. Who is going to play Bainbridge Island for the 2017 championship? We'll find out here. And Issaquah comes away with it. That's Hannah Meyer, the senior, 27 goals for her. And head coach Penny Moss wants them to shoot quick. There was Hepperly with a bouncer that went over.
Not wasting any time here, Scott. Getting down and just wanting to put it in the net. Let's get this game started.
Eastside Catholic averaging 10 goals a game. Issaquah 13 goals a game. Albrecht there in the back. Now she gets it out onto the far side. Issaquah again in the white-black. First draw control. They won back-to-back championships. And then last year didn't make it as Eastside Catholic won over Lake Sam. As you see, Nicole Victory, number 7, with the ball. And she goes in, shoots up high, and drops it in.
Not wasting any time, hitting the top part of that goal, just dumping it right in over the goalie.
So Nicole Victory, we were talking before the broadcast in our earlier game. We had Mackenzie Chapman with 75 goals, and I was prepping for the game. I thought there's nobody who's got to be close. Nuh-uh, tied at the top with Nicole Victory heading to Navy. Next year, by the way, watch them. Navy beat UMass, and they're heading into the next level of the tournament. Some great lacrosse on both men's and women's right now.
Absolutely fun to watch. The game is just growing across the nation.
1-0 Issaquah just to start here this semifinal game, and there's Meyer comes up with it. Again for Issaquah on the draw control.
Again, taking it right to the hole here.
And she drives it in low.
Good from center and taking it deep.
2-0, just like that.
That's Hannah's first goal of the game, but her 28th goal of the season here.
Let's talk for a minute about the goalies for Eastside Catholic. Sarah Williams.
Yeah, Sarah's putting up some really nice save percentage stats. She's got 44.9% save percentage. She's had 40 saves this year.
And she was injured late in the season. Daria Frost came in to relieve her, had some great games and good time. And so Sarah was their starting goalie. So she might be a little bit rusty coming into tonight so far. And that Eastside Catholic, there's Riley, who finally gets the senior here. The draw control for Eastside Catholic, down 2 goals at the start of this semifinal. Back over. That's Sophia Sereno. Another outstanding midfielder, senior, heading to Cal. She's got 20 goals on the season herself. Now it's back behind the cage. And there's McMaster, number 2.
Number 2.
And Jacobson, Olivia, the Notre Dame commit, shoots high, and Eastside Catholic will keep the ball. What do you see Issaquah trying to do on defense here, Emily?
Yeah, I see him kind of waiting back a little bit, almost in a zone, waiting for that double team, and then picking up the double team successfully here.
Annalise Venbrero tries to get in and the cause turnover, but it'll stay Eastside Catholic. Carlin Riley with the ball now, but out at the 12.
Interesting placement with that ball, all the way out on the 12.
Here's Sophia Sereno.
Oh, taking it in.
And she puts it in the back of the net, right past Katie Earl there.
Wow.
And now Eastside Catholic gets on the board with 22-16 left in the first.
Yeah, getting her taste of the net. That's her 21st goal this season.
She is so quick. 17 assists, 33 draws. And it has started out with some big-time firepower here, exactly what we expected early on, 22-13 left in the first half. Back at the draw circle here. Officials Edith Harris at the draw circle. Joe Budnick and Issaquah. Still down.
Who's coming out of the scrum here?
Riley. That is Carlin.
Nice pass into space, starting to advance it up.
Over to Sereno. This is the speed. Sophia. Now over back to Riley. Scott Oshman, Emily Durbin, also joined by Lindsay Gillis, is in low. Big save by Earl right at the doorstep.
Get the turkeys out. It was stuffed.
By Aria Shakib. My goodness.
Coming back.
What a trail check there.
Incredible check.
Sasso with an incredible, got the ball now. Great by Bella. Back to McMaster.
What a great offensive, defensive stop.
And now the shooting space violation called as she was barreling down on Katie Earl to even this up.
Yeah, let's see if she takes it in here or if she passes it off. Surrounded by white here.
McMaster slices, dices, and puts it through, and we're even with 20:58 left to go.
Get a piece of that pie.
Let's bring in now Lindsay Gillis, Mercer Island head coach, joined by the queen of the one-liners here, of course, Emily Durbin. What are you seeing early on, Coach Gillis?
Yeah, we see a lot of good offensive play. It's going to come down to draw controls. You've seen both teams convert on their draw controls in the last 5 minutes. A lot of speed from Maddie McMaster and Sophia Sereno off the line, and in those small spaces, they do a really nice job of finishing the ball. Issaquah's midfield is really quick, and they, similar to Bainbridge, really like to take advantage of that fast break.
And there's Jacobson. She has unbelievable stats on the draw. 99 draw controls.
Scott, that actually makes it 100 on the season. She's joined the Century Club here.
That's got to be historic.
With this 100th draw, she's now ranked 7th of top 10, 7th in the top of all Washington State females of all time.
Wow. Sereno with the ball now on the far side, pitches it to Jacobson, but the ball's down, and there's a whistle.
In the sphere.
It'll stay Eastside Catholic ball. Olivia Jacobson, what an outstanding career she has had. The senior heading to Notre Dame, 43 goals. And she has got a gun. She can whip it in there. The double now, she loses it. Hepperly tries to come up with it, and she does. Gets it to the teammate. Can't hang on. Eastside Catholic there. Lauren Banks, 22, and now she gets it off to the teammate. Issaquah had a chance, a turnover in the midfield. And now Eastside Catholic with another chance. Coming off a state championship, Sereno spins in and puts it in. That's pretty.
Look at that roll.
What do you do as a defender? How do you try and strategize against that type of speed, especially when they're attacking from the top like they are?
Yeah, you've really got to be anticipatory. You know that they're fast, and you've got to give them an extra step. At the same time, you've got to take away the middle lane. If you've got an extra step, push them towards the outside. Try to close down that lane for the goalie.
A tough draw now as Eastside Catholic takes the lead 3-2. And Issaquah comes up with it, and that's Julia Hepperly. Younger sister, boy, her older sister. A lot of Hepperleys in the Issaquah program over the years.
It's a nice double pump fake there to get position.
Sophia Sereno getting the foul, and here's Hepperly on.
Ooh, that should be a false start.
On the 8, she attacks and she puts it by.
Roll them up like a hot dog on a blanket right there.
51 goals through the season.
We've got a tie game. 3-3 shootout here.
The defense is not quite finding their groove quite yet, and it's tough with you have these offensive attackers and middies who can just fly. They're so athletic.
Absolutely. I almost want to see them shut that down a little bit more. If we can get maybe a man-on-man real quick in the midfield, right on Hepperly, right on Jacobson, that could be exciting.
New rule this year, so you'll see the players cannot advance across the restraining line until there is possession of the ball, as Maddie McMaster, the junior, comes up with it for Eastside Catholic. Ball down. And there's Nicole Victory. Nicole Victory, no stranger. She has been playing big-time lacrosse since she was a freshman.
Ooh, just trying to go coast to coast, finding the seam, putting it
and
up there.
And she does. Top right. Add it to Nicole Victory's historic goal-scoring career.
Yeah, second goal tonight. They're really taking advantage of the top posts there.
The crazy thing, when you look just statistically, and she's been doing this for her whole career, Nicole Victory, of course, 75 coming into tonight, but 46 assists, Coach Durbin.
Yeah, so she's taking it in, but she's also passing the rock off.
Yeah.
Unstoppable.
That is a dual threat, I think.
I think you're right, too.
It's hard to defend. She has been doing that since she's a freshman. She's got 2 state championships under her belt, as Issaquah now comes up with a lead, 4-3. See what the coaches do. Penny Moss, the longtime Issaquah coach, and Colette Foreman, coaching with her daughter Alex Foreman this year, along with Quan Johnson, for Eastside Catholic coming off that state title. As there's a call here, and Eastside Catholic will get another shot at it.
In the sphere. We've got a late comer in for Eastside Catholic. Let's see if they take advantage of that.
Out top with the ball is Sereno, working on Victory. Aria Shakib, number 31 in there. And back over to Jacobson. And now they'll pull it back out. Look at the matchups here, Emily. What a trail check. They get called on it.
I'd like to see that again in slow motion.
Emma Rogers, number 19, the senior defender, 47 caused turnovers. That is wow type numbers.
She's piggybacking that with 44 ground balls, so when she's knocking it out, she's getting the ball back.
Well, you better put your head on a swivel if number 19 is anywhere close. No one really even close to her in the state this year. That is a jaw-dropping stat, and Joe Bundick, I think, is going to have to draw up a yellow card for Shannon Victory, the younger Victory, and she'll take a 2-minute break. And now Eastside Catholic with a man-up opportunity.
Let's see if they take advantage of this man-up opportunity to create some space here to not only tie the game but maybe take the lead.
Sereno now behind the cage, rolls. Driving shot missed. Wide. That one by Alexis Steffens, the sophomore. She's also a flamethrower with 20 goals.
Great look inside. That was a good opportunity. You'll take that all day.
Jacobson, the dish from Sereno. There was a slow flag, but to no avail. And now Eastside Catholic ties it up once again with 16:10 left in the first half.
Yeah, going a man down, you're going to have to definitely be on the move there and protect that 8. And I think Issaquah just let it slip on that one.
Even though these teams played already this season, Issaquah coming out on top. Just had a feeling this one was going to be tight the entire way.
Absolutely. We've got only 2 teams have scored on Issaquah more than 10 points all season. That's going to be Bainbridge Island and Mercer Island. On the opposite side, Eastside Catholics, they've only had 2 games with under 14 goals. So we got some good things here tonight. Woo!
Victory up with a draw control. And once you mentioned Mercer Island, the head coach of Mercer Island here in the booth got very excited. Lindsay Gillis says Issaquah now takes it back outside. They'll set up their offense. Now they come out to double team Victory, Sereno and Jacobson. You rely so much on the defensive side on those middies.
Yeah, really keeping it spread here.
Really stretching the field. Head coach Petty Moss.
Circling that ball up like the wagon trains are coming in. What's going to happen here?
And they're drawing Eastside Catholic out, and she's got the double. Victory gets by.
She's in.
That's when there's trouble. Victory punches it in. Sarah Williams kind of left for broke there. Not much she could do once Victory was on her horse and right outside the crease.
Yeah, she took him in. She got that first step on her defender and then actually went by the 2 other defenders down by the crease. Got to put a body on that sooner and either get the foul or knock the ball out.
Hat trick for Victory. Committed to Navy. I think she was a sophomore and she committed to Navy. She is entering a heck of a program. Paige Bingham also there from Bainbridge. Didn't see her get in the game on Saturday. I was watching them against UMass. USC with a big upset over Florida. Florida's come on strong the last few years, but always got to root for the West Coasters, Emily.
Absolutely, Scott.
Even though it's USC. I just hate them because they're so good.
It's a very nice way to say that.
Eastside Catholic, another big draw control here. Jacobson
now 6th on the all-time Washington State list for draw controls.
McMaster with it down low, draws the double, gets over, and that's Carroll. Great dish and feed, and Jessie Carroll comes in and puts it through, her 26th on the year.
Wow, way to go, opposite side stick right there. It's like these goalies have grown roots. They're not moving up at all.
The sophomore, Jessie Carroll, has had a great season, and she gets her name in the semifinals. And there is a timeout on the field. We are tied up one more time with 14:47 left. You're watching the semifinals of Washington State Schoolgirls Lacrosse here on STSPN. All right, we're back on a timeout. 14:44. Scott Oshman joined by Emily Durbin, Lindsay Gillis here. We're just talking the break. Defensively, I mean, these teams, both of them are shooting whenever, wherever, however they want. What do you got to do on defense?
I mean, both teams have serious arsenals in terms of scoring capabilities. So, to let either team spread the defense out and run the drive is just silly. You have to be able to help and pack them in defensively, run that double team, get those slides there to help out because there's just too many players involved that can go to goal.
There's Emma Rogers. She gets the draw control. We'll see if there's adjustments. When you have that much speed on the outside, you got to kind of pack it in like you were talking about.
Yeah, you can't double team Victory out near the 30. She's got too much space to work and can still, find her way into the middle.
Beautiful rainbow here just south of downtown Seattle coming up. And this is a chilly, chilly night here for May 16th as there's a call, and we will have a free position shot from the 8. That's Hannah Meyer. There's a stop by Williams.
One of the first shots down low tonight and shut down.
Look at the speed.
Woo!
Serino to Jacobson. She's got McMaster. She goes to her. Flips. Good defense there to fall back by Issaquah, yet there's a call by Joe Budnick.
We've got another card.
Our fourth official in the booth, Emily Durbin. all kinds of hand signals. Your signals are fantastic, by the way.
You know, I just really want to make some calls, but I'm here in the booth, Scott. Give me a whistle. Send me down to the field. I could do it.
Reagan Maddie got called on that, number 18 for Issaquah, for the yellow card. So, and there it is.
Number 2.
McMaster puts it in off the free position.
That's a pair of deuces, Scott.
That is. 6-5 now, Eastside Catholic up, 13:34 left in the first half. Still not a lot of defensive struggle going on.
No, it's almost like there's tumbleweeds out here. We're going to shoot and shoot and shoot, and whoever's left standing when the time runs out, that's going to be our game winner.
Fun to watch, though. What do you think the final score could be tonight, Emily Durbin?
Ooh, I think we're probably going to be 16-19. I'm not telling you who I think's going to win.
All right. And there's Rogers coming up with another draw control for Issaquah. Rogers gets it off to Victory. Nicole will hold up and assess her offense. Again, way outside, and Eastside Catholic doubling her. Jacobson trying to keep up. And they'll get across the body call. And the coach is going crazy here in the booth, trying to figure out what's going on down there.
Yeah, you know, the referees are great because they know all the calls to make, but sometimes they don't know the call to make. Let the girls play.
They're down there. Victory with the ball. Here, Banks
I'm just
trailing her as well. Back out now to Meyer. Meyer,
Yeah.
one of those kids in the championship.
If I were Issaquah, I'd be doing this spread all day. Just wait and give it a moment till they beat them and then shake it in.
Sereno on her, now backed up.
Oh, man.
And a call as you hear the crowd getting a little rowdy below us. They're voicing their opinions.
a-
Meyer keeps it.
It's a big check to the head there. We'll leave it to the crowd to call out on that one.
Meyer now behind the goal. Most of the goals coming from the top side so far for, and Church just loses it. Nope, they're going to get caught by Gabby Sasso across the sphere. Victory keeps it. And she runs in, shoots, and boom! Nicole Victory.
Sending bullets to the back there. Again, going top shelf and, again, putting the rock in the bucket.
Fourth tonight in this one. Their only loss coming to Bainbridge Island, 17-7, who Bainbridge earlier tonight punched their ticket to their 19th state championship appearance.
Yeah, Bainbridge Island looked good. They came on strong. They made some nice adjustments to some timeouts and coming out of halftime. It's going to be an awesome game coming up on Friday for that championship.
See it right here on STSPN.com. It'll be myself, Emily Durbin, and Lindsay Gillis on the call. First draw there is at 7:30 Friday night right here from Starfire Sports Stadium. All tied up one more time. 6-6, 11:29 left to go in this first half. Meyer now on the draw against Riley. And Riley trying to
Hot potato. Here we
handle
go.
it.
Who's
It
coming
is
up with it?
McMaster. Victory comes in and it ends up in her cross.
Her first draw control tonight. Oh, great pass over the top.
Elsa Bean.
Great save by Sarah.
Issaquah will keep it. Meg Kuhlman, number 8 there with the ball, will bring it back in.
Sarah Williams knocking one out. Keeping that goal safe and secure.
Sarah injured, having to sit out, so Understandable. She got to warm up. Each game, every goalie kind of gets in their rhythm. Meyer with the ball for Issaquah on the back, now guarded there by Sereno. Banks with the double comes, and back over to Victory. Victory already 4 of the 6 Issaquah goals tonight. Finds it open, Meyer, and Sarah Williams quick there with the stick to jump on that.
That's a nice job by Sarah. Issaquah had several open girls there that they just couldn't get the pass to, and Sarah biding her time and stepping in there and grabbing it.
Issaquah, typically a decent ride team, but with speed, that negates that. As you see, ooh, and she is just stopped in her tracks.
Wow, get the visas out. It's a charge.
And that was Grayson Vanderhoff there, as you see the play one more time. And that's a turnover, as the charge call was given. Once again, Nicole Victory in charge on the offensive third. Drawing a double team far out. Call there on the far side.
Yeah,
on the restart.
She's now beat not only her man but the backer on this. Yes. Let's see if she's going to take it all the way in or if she's going to pass it off to a double that might be coming. Nope, she's going to just hold it. Ooh.
A lot of these kids, if you know the area at all, Eastside Catholic, just down the street, literally can just a couple blocks, if not, from Issaquah. The Issaquah team gathering kids from a couple different high schools or a few different high schools, but a lot of these kids have been playing each other. They're very high level, very competitive. So it's going to get chippy out there at Durbin.
Yeah, we're already seeing pieces of that come out, actually quite a bit, and the crowd's responding each time.
Hepperly with it now. Finds right at the crease, and another stop by Williams.
Back to back, she's finding her groove.
Meg Kuhlman tried to sneak one in. Sarah now out of the crease with the clear. Cool May night here, big cold front coming in. Jacobson picks it out of the sky. What a catch.
Wow, the athleticism that Jacobson has is really unmatched here. She's fast, she can jump, she's got the whole package for her.
Carlin Riley.
There it is.
The give, the go, and the shooting space call before she unloaded. She will sit on the line at the 8-meter. Why don't you describe the shooting space call as Jacobson looked like it lost it there on her shot. Picked up by Rogers. We'll describe the shooting space violation here. Our two coaches in the booth here in a moment and get a chance.
Sure. Actually, I'll jump in on that, Scott. Shooting space is when the attack is within the arc there and somebody steps in between them and the goal. It's designed as a safety play so that the shooter doesn't rifle the ball right at the defender, who's pretty much unprotected outside of her goggles. Play should stop, and then it should resume with a free position, meaning she has her own space and an opportunity to score.
Victory. High.
Lodging it in the fence.
That was a spirited attempt there. Went way high. 6-6, 6:50 left to go in this first half. A quick first half. Hepperly right there draws the shooting space.
For being the fastest game on 2 feet, it really knows how to slow down quickly. Anytime you think about shooting, you're probably going to be in shooting space right
Good
now.
stop there by Williams.
3 in a row for Williams.
Long pass there to McMaster.
Great transition to beat almost
Sasso.
all of the field.
McMaster
coming up with it, kicking it to her advantage.
cross crease and in. And that's number 27, Bella Sasso. That's a big goal for her. I have her marked down 46 ground balls, but number 27 getting a goal. And now Eastside Catholic with a 1-goal lead, 7-6 with 6:11 left in the first half.
Wow, that's what won Eastside Catholic the championship last year, is their ability to break through the midfield and just get the defense on their back. They're quick, they're fast, they pass long. That's really their skill set.
11 goals on the season for Sasso. Fans cheering for Issaquah. Eastside Catholic. 7-6, 6:11 left, and there's Riley.
That's her third draw control this game.
So good. Tries to dump it down low, and it's going to go to Issaquah. Sasso Bella couldn't quite get to that one.
Well played by the Issaquah team, recognizing it was going out of bounds and moving themselves to get into an open position.
Reagan Maddie with it now into Earls, the goalie, getting defended there. We'll see if they can move it up through the midfield. Maddie coming to the line here, and there, she's walking right into the double. Great defense there by Carol. And also Bella Sasso. Fans didn't like that call.
Yeah, Eastside Catholic's doing a really good job of putting the pressure on and not allowing the pass over the restraining line here. In fact, each person, if you look down, is really tightly matched. That's a nice defensive setup.
Tries to get it to Rogers. Rogers banging around. And Edith Harris says 4 away. She fakes the pass.
She's got the Cows coming in behind her. She better get on the hop.
The cause turnover machine, Emma Rogers with the ball. Double teamed, checked by Banks. Banks cannot believe it. Lindsay Gillis, you've watched a lot of these kids play. It's your commentary. If you're refereeing, it is a fine line to keep this kind of in check, but also let them play at the semifinals.
Well said. In check.
Yeah.
A lot of these girls are teammates.
No pun intended.
A lot of these guys are teammates in the off season, in their club season. So they're competitive athletes and they want to win.
Eastside Catholic would like to repeat their championship. Issaquah would like to get back to the championship game.
Yeah, putting up back-to-back championship wins in 2014 and 15 for Issaquah. Eastside defending state champions from last year.
Over Lake Sammamish club that they split up this year, Lake Sammamish West and East.
And the crowd just got a verbal warning from the referee there on the bottom side of the field. You don't see that often, but there you go.
See if we can get this game going again. Issaquah here trying to tie it up once again. Back out top. Meyer weaving in. Trail check. Ball down in. Sarah Williams, the goalie, comes out with it. Another good defensive series there for Eastside Catholic.
And here's their transition, which is absolutely phenomenal.
Carroll with 1 goal on it with the ball, number 4 on the far side. She'll wait for her teammates. McMaster now with it.
Here we go. They'll pass it around. They'll cradle it up, try to put the baby to sleep, and then strike as soon as they close their eyes.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Little two-man game there. Riley comes back and looks like there's a 3-second call. Why don't you tell the fine folks what a 3-second call is, Coach Durbin?
Sure, your defense isn't allowed to stay in the arc for more than 3 seconds at any time on anybody. You need to be within a stick's length away to be considered the countdown to start. And the ball will be rewarded handsomely to the other team if you're in there.
Riley.
Oh, great check.
And then she's going to get called for across the sphere. So Carlin gets it one more time. Riley, the senior, 54 goals. And she just pummels it through. My goodness. Katie Earl hardly had any time to react. That was a heck of a punch in.
Absolutely. And again, shooting at the top. These guys are making it all day at the top.
And Eastside Catholic, the first time a team's been up by 2 here with 1:55 left to go in this first half as the train comes by here, the Starfire Complex.
I mean, is Eastside Catholic starting to pull away? That train might be our indication.
Colette Foreman, the head coach, kind of stepped aside a little bit last year. Now this year kind of coming back in with her daughter Alex, who played at USC, and Quan Johnson coming on the coaching staff. And once I don't know this for a fact, but I'm told once you taste the state championship, you want it again.
Oh, man, Scott, I've never won a state championship, and I want it again.
A call there on the draw, so Issaquah.
We've got a false start here on Eastside Catholic, giving Issaquah the advantage.
Pepperly with the ball. Number 12. Again, they just keep extending that way outside. One-on-one matchups. There's the call.
I keep doing that all night. They're either going to get a step inside and have a wide open goal, or you're going to get these foul calls. That's going to give you a free position advantage.
Pepperly back out to Victory now. Victory tries to find a corner. It's wide left. It'll stay Issaquah ball. Elsa Bean.
Just a bit outside there, Scott.
Yes, it is. Just a bit outside. You baited me on that, Emily.
I know.
Macy White, 26 in there with the ball. Now she sends it back to the back of the cage. Back over to Bean.
Good, they're doing a nice job taking care of the biscuit. Each player is giving a step in, seeing if they can get their player or get their defense off of them.
Bean looking for something. Gets it back over. Now, Allie Arstad.
Ball's on the turf.
And see if they can pick it up. She can.
Well, they're down by 2. We've got 41 seconds left. Let's see if they can put it in here. Bring it a little bit closer before halftime. Have a small sense of urgency here.
Elsa Bean hanging on to it. Elsa with 12 goals on the season. Now she gets it to Victory with 20 seconds left here in the first half.
Starting to pinch in as an offense.
Can she draw it to one? Yes, she can. Nicole Victory with her 5th.
Nikki getting a nickel here.
12.9 seconds left in the first half. They draw it to 1. We've had multiple ties. Nice patience by that time by Issaquah. Looked like Eastside Catholic kind of settled a little bit better, weren't drawing out to defend way out from the cage that time.
Yeah.
Coach Gillis, what are you seeing? Any slight adjustments here?
No real huge adjustments, but it's clearly about matchups. They have 3 tough midfielders matching up with Issaquah's midfield and kind of sinking in otherwise. So, if Issaquah continues to pull the defense wide, they'll still get those opportunities and those drives into the middle.
Waiting for the draw. Some other discussions here. You guys I know aren't you the rules committee, Washington State? So this new rule where the players cannot come across the restraining lines until possession, and that was a quick possession there by Riley. We'll talk about that. 6 seconds left. Carlin, a flip pass. Jesse Carroll didn't know it was coming, and that's going to end the first half.
Yeah, that's Carlin's 4th draw this evening.
8-7 Eastside Catholic up by 1. We'll talk about that new rule in the draw circle maybe as we come in back to the second half. The semifinals, one team is set. It's Bainbridge Island. They're heading to the championship Friday night. Who is going to join them? Find out for the second half. 8-7 Eastside Catholic right here on STSPN.
It's going to be who's.
Welcome back here. Just getting ready for the second half. Eastside Catholic up 8-7 over Issaquah here in the last semi-final game. The winner moving on to reach the championship Friday night against Bainbridge. Scott Oshman along with Emily Durbin, queen of the one-liners, and head coach from Mercer Island, Lindsay Gillis. Some interesting conversation there at the halftime about the strategery. Throw it to the coach's corner of what does Issaquah have to do to keep up with this and maybe come out ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I think both teams really need to think about the arsenals that they're playing against. And you can't pressure these girls out and give them space to move. They're going to find it. They're going to convert. So, both defensive units really need to work together to get that slide there quickly to slow the ball down and not allow any man-up situations.
Absolutely. I think Eastside Catholic's got to keep an eye on Nicole Victory. She's come up with 5 goals here already in the first half. That's poignant numbers that I would almost want to be aware of, to almost double team anytime she's got the ball within the 12 meter.
Well, and they have been sending the double team, but so far out.
It's too far out.
You're out at the 20. Vic's going to find that space and almost take more advantage of having that much room to move and build momentum as she heads into the goal.
We'll see if both sides, head coach for Issaquah, Penny Moss, Colette Foreman for Eastside Catholic. Issaquah comes out, Hannah Meyer with the draw control to start the second.
That's Hannah's third draw control of the evening here, Scott. And she's leading her team in draw controls at this moment.
Always such a captain obvious critical part of this game. It's such a possession game. And that tells the story so many times of wins and losses is just, that draw. Top of the 12 working there. Now they double team. Meyer cuts in. Big crash there by Eastside Catholic. And now here's Nicole Victory, as you guys were talking. 5 spot in the first half.
Deadly at the top there. Got stopped on that one.
She was looking for Brianna Grieve, number 20 down low. Eastside Catholic comes up with the missed pass or missed catch, whichever way you want to look at it.
A little bit of discussion here between the referees.
Now they're going to take an official timeout, and they're going to draw a card.
A card or?
Well,
that's an interesting turn of events. That's Issaquah's third card now, Scott. Am I correct on that?
I think so. That's
interesting that the referee called the foul on the far side, and then the referee towards us walked over and carded. I'm not sure what went on. I'll look at that on the replay when I listen to myself talk tomorrow.
Brianna Grieve sitting at the penalty. That'll live Eastside Catholic.
And we've got 2 hacks in response to that.
Hepperly get called there.
Man, I haven't seen this many hacks since Shaq played for the Lakers.
Number 23 there, Eastside Catholic there in the navy, in orange, Carlin Riley, the senior.
Sitting pretty at the top, looking around, seeing what she's going to do.
Dead center.
It's a nice defensive collapse, and then again, a check to the head. Good to see that she got up there.
Emma Rogers, the prolific caused turnover, 47. She's going, what? I didn't do anything. Riley fires one in.
She started messing around. Give her the goal.
Second tonight for Carlin Riley, the senior.
Yeah, quite a few goals here we've seen tonight. We've only seen 1 assist so far, so no one's passing it off. When we're deciding to shoot, they're deciding to shoot.
stretching it to 2, their biggest lead of the night. They had all kinds of ties up until halftime. Eastside Catholic with an 8-7 lead at half. We're just underway with the second. 22 minutes, 30 seconds left in the second semifinal game here at Starfire Sports Stadium. Reminder, everybody, you can always watch on demand at STSPN.com. Check out our YouTube channel. And this game also being live streamed on Twitter. Victory with the draw control. See if she can get her 6th goal of the evening.
You got that double team. You can't let them split you, though.
Victory drawing that double. And she drives through the 8 and gets the shooting space violation call, and she'll set up at the line.
Let's see if she airplanes it here, if she's going high and then takes it low.
Sarah Williams started off shaky, but came on strong. Nothing she could do there. Victory with her 6th tonight, first of the second half. And Issaquah within 1, 9-8. If you're Issaquah, why don't you just give the rock to Nicole Victory, have her juke, get past your defenders, drive hard, call the shooting space, and I'd like my odds.
I mean, you do it every time, Scott. And that's the thing, you see Issaquah setting their middies up. Their middies have carried their team for a majority of this season. They're their goal scorers, they're draw winners. And it's really awesome to see them stepping up even under these circumstances to put the ball in the back of the net. Vic has done a really nice job just pushing it down the middle and capitalizing.
I'd almost want to see him change it up and do a box and one type look, where you just put a face guard on her the entire time and deny her the ball.
Hard to deny Victory that one as another draw control. Now to Meyer. Meyer takes a little shove and gets the whistle. That's Lauren Banks, younger sister, another Eastside Catholic, great lacrosse player. So now Hannah Meyer. And that one is high.
Yeah, Eastside Catholic getting a little stick on that, keeping it out of the goal.
Elsa Bean with it in the back of the cage. They also, speaking of Issaquah, you have Victory with this. With obviously, it feel like she could score any time, but then you do have Hepperly and Hannah Meyer, the other senior, to go to, and Hepperly with the ball right now, and play a three-man game, so to speak. And Victory takes a shot there, and Eastside Catholic comes up with it. Jessie Carroll, number 4, have it. She's got 1 goal in the first half. She takes it around to X, in the back of the goal.
Good, getting reset. Again, spreading it out pretty wide. Issaquah sitting back on the 12.
Eastside Catholic seeing what they can do from an inverted offense here. Jessie Carroll behind. Now they swing it around the horn. Back out to Carlin Riley.
Yeah, not a lot of cuts through. Here we have the double cut, setting up an ISO at the top potentially. And look at that crash. Clogging the hole, Issaquah's defense stepping up.
Victory comes out on Riley.
I will say that EC has, a huge arsenal in terms of their attacking unit, and it would be nice to see them, put the balls in the hands of some of their low attackers to take advantage of those mismatches. But OJ there with a really great take from top.
OJ putting it in.
That was a
3 goals for the night. Throw your hats off.
Swinging a hit right there. That was nasty coming on the right side. I don't think Earl even saw it before she shot it. Olivia Jacobson.
Must have had some fog on those goggles there.
That's something that Olivia really likes to do, and with that speed and her reach and extension, she's a really tough player to read in terms of where her shots go.
Olivia Jacobson, 43 goals on the year. Talked about she crossed the century mark on draw controls. The senior heading to Notre Dame. 19:04 left in this game. Eastside Catholic continues this last few series here just to stretch it to 2. Hannah Myers comes up with a big draw control for Issaquah. Now we'll see if Eastside Catholic defense can hang on. Meyer drawing many, forcing her to go left. Just giving her the middle of the field there. She gets it back out to Victory. How much do you think the tendency, understandably, is just to lean on Victory? Do they lean on her too much?
I don't know if they're leaning on her too much. She's definitely got the hot hand and the hot foot tonight because she just beat 4 people right there.
And there's a slow whistle, the yellow flag up in the air as she drove to goal.
I think what's tough is that, they're getting the ball to Victory up top. She's got a lot of room to make plays, and she's doing that. But what Issaquah could do a better job of is, really utilizing that open player. So, her fellow midfielders, Julia Hepperly and Hannah Meyer, are hanging out up top with her. So she doesn't really have many people to work with. So if they created a little bit more movement and identified where that open player was, you might make EC's defense, have to make some tough decisions.
And on cue, Hepperly gets into the mix, her second goal tonight. And once again, Issaquah draws to within 1. Was that a goal?
Should have been a goal. It hit both pipes. Discussion between all 3 referees.
They're waiting.
Their angle's different than mine, Scott. We'll see.
Let's look at the replay one more time. Hepperly, you see, has it on the near side.
Yeah.
You saw it. It was a goal. Now they update the board here, and we will update ours. It's 9-10. Eastside Catholic on top.
Really well on that stick side pipe. Bounced it up to the top and in. Ooh.
Pokes it out. There's Olivia
Picking apples.
Jacobson. Spectacular draw control. Self-draw, doesn't matter. And now she gets all kinds of defenders in her grill. And she's going to get an open shot.
All right. Almost on that hanging half, still inside the arc. Let's see what she does with it from the right side. She's got 2 defenders to worry about coming through the arc. She's got a nice pass on the opposite side. Let's see if she takes advantage.
That's Bella Sasso with the ball now. Oh, check that. It's rather, that was Steffens, Alexis Steffens. Now back up top.
Up by 1, making sure that they take advantage of these possessions.
And Olivia Jacobson quickly avoids 2 defenders and creates the shooting space.
Seeing
whistle.
Seeing both teams take advantage of this new rule that anytime an offensive player with the ball steps in the 8, it's pretty much going to be a shooting space.
And Jacobson drills it through. Another one.
So that's her second. I was reading her draw controls earlier for the hat trick. Pulling in 2 here.
Yeah. Eastside Catholic pulls the margin to 2 one more time with 16-16 left to go in this semifinal game. We'll have the championship right here on STSPN.com. Friday night, 7:30 start. And now Issaquah, they continue to answer, but they can't get consecutive draws and consecutive goals here to tie it up one more time here since late in the first.
Yeah, I think if they could pick off the draw here a little bit more consistently and just take it down, they're taking advantage of the possessions that they have on their side, but we just got to get it down on their side.
Big pickup there by McMaster. Maddie comes up with it, and Eastside Catholic once again with a chance to stretch it even to 3-goal lead. Good give and go. Boom.
Shakalaka, Scott.
And that's McMaster with her 3rd goal tonight. Unofficial on my card. And that was just a great little pick and roll, give and go, whatever you want to call it.
Absolutely. Draw it in, dump it off, put the rock in the bucket.
$15:56, a 3-goal lead, and that is going to draw a timeout on the field. We will take one also. 15:56 left. Eastside Catholic 12, Issaquah 9, right here on STSPN.
Referees look like they're dabbing.
Back here, Scott Oshman, Emily Durbin, and Lindsay Gillis with you here. Starfire Sports Stadium, 15:56 left in this one. Issaquah trying to crawl back. Nicole Victory can't do it all, can she, Emily Durbin? Or maybe she can.
I don't think she can do it all. I think they could take advantage of some of their other sharp shooters. They've got Julia Hepperle.
Hepperle, yep.
Thank you.
Julia Hepperle, 51 goals on the year. She got 2
'em.
tonight. There's a big draw control again by Nicole Victory.
Taking it down, waiting for a team.
Nick Vick heading to Navy. Some of these kids, since she was so exceptional as a freshman, she has been playing on varsity since the day she stepped into high school, and you just feel like she's been here forever as she committed as a sophomore to go to Navy. One of the better players in the country. She tries to get her team back to the championship. Ella Bean with the ball now. And Bean tried to get it back. Thought that she was going to pass it there, Emily, to Macy White. She took the shot wide, and Macy with the ball.
And that's what Nicole needs to do to start getting those other players involved a little bit more. She drove it in, she passed it off right away, and it was that secondary pass that had the open lane to goal. Just missed opportunity on the pass.
Kuhlman with it, Meg. Brings it out top to Ella Bean. Penny Moss, great story, head coach of Issaquah. They've won their first championship. She had just volunteered. One of those moms when they were fifth graders said, okay, I'll do it. Didn't know much about lacrosse, kind of got into it as they draw the foul there on Banks. Here's Ella Bean.
Here's a chance to take it in.
Good stop there by Williams. They're staying with Sarah Williams. Issaquah back on the attack here, but it's broken up in the midfield, and there was a whistle.
Almost had that double team there, just a little more effort than he needed.
Time, still a lot of it. 13:31 here, 12-9. Either of these teams can score in bunches and in a very quick amount of time. Jessie Carroll with the ball on top. That's not an issue.
Yeah, it's interesting to see a little bit of a strategy change here where they're really spreading it out. They're slowing it down each time versus when we started watching them the first couple minutes of the game, it was just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Van Brero called for that. Eastside Catholic up by 1 at halftime, 8-7. Biggest lead has been 3 throughout tonight. Jacobson.
Yeah, Eastside Catholic in no real hurry to score here. Time is on their side.
Sereno. Now it's broken up by who other than Emma Rogers. Sereno with the trail check gets her back, but Emma Rogers, the cause turnover master.
And on her horse, riding down to the other side.
With some urgency, she gets it to Nicole Victory. Victory working from the top, decides to pull back. Boy, Ryler giving her that left side.
Yeah.
Hepperly. Hepperly. The shot goes wide. It'll stay with Issaquah.
Issaquah is getting some great looks on goal, but they really need to finish and capitalize on those opportunities.
White, Macy.
There it is.
Comes in and the whistle before the shot. That's the other thing that's from a spectator standpoint as far as watching the game.
It's hard. I think it would be nice if those situations were a play on, but it's really about safety, and which is why they call the shooting space.
Macy White pulls back Hepperly. And they're going to get Sophia Sereno a little too close for comfort. Julia Hepperly. Chance to pull them to 2. And now shooting space on the free position.
3 in a row.
Not uncommon.
Not uncommon.
Especially with those low angles.
Banks, nice job.
She's taking care of the rock here.
And she'll get called there as Hepperly falls to the turf. Issaquah with 3 yellow cards tonight in this game.
Down by 3 goals at this moment.
Hepperly. High one more time. We've seen that a couple of free position opportunities. They're shooting high. on Sarah Williams. Macy White with it now.
They've been pretty successful all night shooting high, so I see why they continue with that trend. Let's see if they can make something of this here. Looking again to get it back to Victory.
Boy, Victory works so hard just without the ball to get herself in good position. And now looking for those lower attackers like you were talking about, Lindsey Gillis. Give her something to drive and dish.
Or even there where Vic passes out of the double to Hannah Meyer, Hannah then should look for that next pass. So that ball movement is really key in terms of working against a defense that's doubling.
And there she does exactly what you talked about.
It's
Fighting.
like you're a coach. It's like you're a coach.
It's like you are. Hepperly with her third tonight. And again, you see in the replay, she had to fight through that double to find a breaking Hepperly. And they've got it within 2. 12-10 Eastside Catholic, 9:19 left in this semifinal. I have a feeling we might go down to the wire.
Yeah, it's going to be who runs out of time.
Issy's got to work to close this gap a little bit more just so that EC can't run a stall and, make their job even more difficult.
With the speed and athleticism they have out in the edge, very difficult.
These draws are crucial.
Well, they've got some of the best. And they're going to call it Issaquah there on the check.
That's an empty stick check right there.
Or call it
call.
Eastside Catholic, excuse me.
Very fortuitous here for Issaquah.
Hepperly, the hot hand so far right now in the second half. Victory, no slouch. There she goes, open space time. And I think she was waiting. It felt like she was waiting for the whistle.
Well, and that's what's so tough, right? Like, as an attacker, if you shoot through a body, you could get the yellow card.
Yeah.
And that's not something that Issaquah wants to draw right now. So you're really relying on the refs to do their job in a situation like that.
Nicole Victory, can she bring him within 1? Yes, she can!
Man, let's get ET on the line because she is phoning it home tonight. You kidding me, Scott? How many
that
goals
7?
does she have now?
That, my friends, is 7 goals for Nicole Victory.
Holy moly, this girl is putting them away.
And the Issaquah fans finding something to cheer about. They want their team to get back in this, down by 1. There's a timeout of the field. We'll take one as well. You're watching the semifinal state. Washington Schoolgirls Lacrosse on STSPN. Back on ISD, the Issaquah fans cheering. Issaquah School District. ISD, Coach Durbin.
Thank you, Scott.
Hey, Nicole Victory might have 7 goals so far. You've got at least 7 one-liners with 8:31 left.
Challenge.
And a couple you've used in the past that haven't come out yet. And I applaud you for that. You're innovative. You're imaginative.
Been working on it in the off season here, Scott.
Big draw control as they all are here. And that one's going to head to Eastside Catholic with 8:20 left to go in the game.
With Issaquah bringing it within one, though, they cannot stall here. They've got to be really smart with the ball, wait for a good opportunity, and see what they can do with this possession.
Big test here for Issaquah's defense. Olivia Jacobson now number 7 with the ball out front. She's had a great night. Shouldn't be any problem, but they're on it right there.
It's a nice challenge. Just mix it up there for Issaquah.
Balisasso gets rid of it behind the cage.
No look there. Gonna keep waiting.
Riley, the general now from the top. Sereno.
There it is.
Tough pass, great catch by Carlin Riley.
There it is.
And there it
Turnover.
is. Hepperly comes up with a big cause turnover on Jessie Carroll. Here comes Issaquah trying to tie it with 6:52 left to go in the game. At a trail check. Carroll trying to return the favor. She gets called by Joe Budnick. And here she is on the restart.
In the sphere here. Let's see what she can do with it and if they can get it down onto their end.
It's great patience there by Issaquah defense. You know, they really held their matchups tough, waited for a good opportunity, and good for Hep for grabbing that ball.
On the far side, 14, Ella Bean with it. Trying to bring their team back in and tie this game. You got to wonder where number 7 is. Bean breaks through the 12 and the 8. Now she's in traffic in deep, looking around for a whistle. She gets one.
Again, that's one of those scenarios where she wants to shoot the ball, but can't. Due to the shooting space rule or a dangerous follow through, dangerous shot, any of those calls could go the other direction.
12 goals on the year.
Again, she could take the shot or she could hit that low player. We've got Allie down low there.
She certainly doesn't have a lot of space to move. I'd probably pull this out and work it around looking for a better opportunity.
I might do a small hesitation and then hit Allie on the wraparound because I don't think this is Eastside Catholic up.
You're going to have to coach her up after that.
Well done, Coach.
Well done. Hannah Meyer with the ball, number 9, she knows how to find the back of the net.
Yeah, Hannah's one of those players that just pulls out these amazing plays, from nowhere. She's so steady and so reliable.
Protecting the ball as she comes in. She draws a foul from Ashlyn Prukup, number 34 on Eastside Catholic. And she will have an opportunity here from the 8-meter.
Switching over to left.
Hannah seeing something now. Aggressive double team. Eastside Catholic. Banks again gets the call. Meyer. And, Banks. Second time it got the ball out. Now there's a scrum. And Eastside Catholic comes up with it.
2 big defensive stops back-to-back here.
Prukup with a huge ground ball. Now we'll see if she can hang on. Ashlyn. Lauren Banks got called on that on Hannah Meyer. She comes out, tries to check her as it's a 50-50 ball. Ella Bean loses her stick. But Lauren Banks tried once and twice, finally pops it loose, and Eastside Catholic comes up with the ball. Huge turnover with 3:24 left. Now Olivia Jacobson has it, and she'll get it back to her goalie.
Kudos to the Issaquah attack players playing some pretty good defense to keep the ball down here for so long. They're not giving it up.
Yeah, this is when you want to keep the ball away from their midfield because they are just so dangerous. And here you see OJ moving the ball up the field. They're going to take their time here, though, with a 1-goal buffer and less than 3.5 minutes to go.
Big shot attempt there.
Yeah, I mean, I think even with a 1-goal buffer and such little time left on the clock, you really want to wait for these golden opportunities in terms of when to shoot the ball.
Alexis Steffens has the rock right now. She is getting all kinds of defensive attention. Now they clear it out. Issaquah actually only down by 1. Our scoreboard now up to date. 2:15 left. Jacobson on the right side. Rips it home. Adds a lot of cushion here. 13-11 now, Eastside Catholic with 2 minutes left. That was large.
Huge goal right now. Can they continue this momentum here off the draw and take it into the finals?
Issaquah's got to work some magic here and win the draw. See if they can't put a couple quick ones in.
Eastside Catholic lost to this same Issaquah team 13-5 during the regular season. They want to get back to the big dance, the championship Friday night, and defend their title. Must have Issaquah draw control right here. OJ says not tonight. Clears it right back into her goalie. They spin the dial very nicely. And Eastside Catholic with 1:44 left. Trying to seal this.
Finally over the restraining line there, spending some time in the danger zone midfield.
Jesse Carroll with it. Well, who's your player of the game? Durbin? Gillis? I mean, silence.
It's tough. You know, you
well,
see a lot of...
Let's hash it out while we see Eastside Catholic here.
I just can't commit quite yet, Scott. I'm hoping to see a little more magic here.
Is it too early? Under a minute to go.
I mean, I think it's tough to pick a player of the game on the team that, you know, doesn't win, but Nicole Victory has really outshined, you know, every player on that field. She's worked her tail off, and, you know, to score that amount of goals under the pressure that she, you know, has seen is really quite impressive.
One vote for Nicole Victory. Anybody on Eastside Catholic?
Sure. My vote's probably going to go to Olivia Jacobson. She's pushing up into the top 5 of all-time draw controls with this game. Here we go in the center here. Goal.
And McMaster, Maddie, puts the nail in the coffin with 19.2 seconds left.
Durbin, I'd have to agree with you there. She's really come up with some key draw controls, especially in the second half, and her ability to finish has been really quite impressive.
She's also had 3 goals here in the second half.
McMaster with her 4th tonight. 14-11 Eastside Catholic. We'll go down and get an interview with their player of the game. Am I the tiebreaker?
Pressure's on, Scott.
That's tough. Do I get hazard pay, Todd Elvig? No, he's shaking no. He's nodding no, no. Shaking no. Want to thank Todd Elvig, our executive producer engineer. Also, Jacob Elvig, Josh Elvig here, hauling all the equipment, making it happen over the interwebs. There it is, Olivia Jacobson. I think that's going to nail it for me as far as who's the player of the game. Olivia Jacobson, 6 draw controls to add to her historic season. Another shot just to put an exclamation point on it. Carlin Riley hammers one with 1.6 seconds left. Eastside Catholic 15-11. Looking for the two-peat.
Get your pumps out. They're going to the dance.
Quickly, where do you see an edge, if any, Eastside Catholic Bainbridge? They played this year. It's one of the only losses, one of 2 for Eastside Catholic, 19-16, just a couple Fridays ago, I believe. Any edge?
I think, again, it's going to come down to a battle of the midfield for that draw control. It's a run-and-gun game. Both teams have serious athletes that like to push the ball in either direction. It'll be a good matchup. EC will also have their starting goalie, Sarah Williams, back on Friday, which could be a game changer for them. Make Bainbridge's job just a little bit tougher than last game.
Absolutely. Yeah, Daria Frost played in that game. So there it is, Eastside Catholic heading back to the state championship game.
They've earned it here tonight, Scott. Took them a little bit of time to find their rhythm and to continue pushing out Issaquah. Man, what an exciting ending.
They only had a 1-goal lead at halftime, and they stretched it to 3, and that's all they needed until the end. And that's your final. Eastside Catholic 15, Issaquah 11. We'll go down. We'll be back with the player of the game right after this. About you were tied early in the game. Obviously, you play with a lot of the Issaquah kids off season, highly competitive, and then you had that 3-goal league. What was the talk with your teammates?
We just talked about we had to keep up the energy. We had to keep fighting for the ball because we knew that the game wasn't over. It's just a lead by 3. They could easily come back within like a minute. So we knew that we just had to keep pushing, keep being aggressive because we knew that it basically was a tie game. So.
And how badly did you want to go back to the state championship? You're the defending champs. Once you felt it, right? How badly was that talked about before the game?
We've been talking about it since the beginning of the season. We've wanted to go back to the state championship and hopefully win it again. It's been like a dream to get 2 girls sports at our school to win a back-to-back state championship. So we're working on it, and we'll work and practice harder. So.
All right, here's your shirt. Hold that up. Hopefully we can get a picture. Did I bring 2 of them? 2? Yeah, maybe we brought 2. That's okay. Hold it up. Olivia Jacobson, our STSPN player of the game tonight, and Eastside Catholic. They're victorious. They punched their ticket. Congratulations. Next this Friday, they'll play Bainbridge. For Emily Durbin and Lindsay Gillis, Todd Elvig, Scott saying so long. Eastside Catholic wins 15-11 over Issaquah. We'll see you Friday night. Good night.